Hey you guys, I wanted to come on because I drew a couple cards to start us today with a little darker side of things. I wanted to start next week going over a little bit of shadow work. It's a great interplay with our inner child healing and bringing shadow work along with it. They really go hand in hand and they really work well together because it's kind of going back and doing that, healing the inner child and seeing some of the shadows in there and integrating them into your life and healing them all in one. So it's kind of a mix of things. Just working on personal healing, you're going to step into inner child healing. You're going to step into some shadow work. You're going to step into a lot of different things that could help you out. So what I want to do is pull from these decks. This one's Heal Yourself, as you can see. So it's cards about healing and looking at things on how to heal yourself. And then the Dark Mirror is kind of, it's like looking in the mirror at things and seeing dark things in yourself that you don't want to recognize. So I have already pulled the cards. I don't have to shuffle anything because I wanted this to be short and sweet. And what we're going to do is kind of just dig into some of these and see what we get. And maybe I'll talk about how we can integrate any of these in next week when I'm talking about shadow work. And then we'll definitely pull some more of these too when I talk about shadow work, so that we can definitely talk about more of how to integrate more and more things in, because it's, I don't know, I think it's like 40-50 cards in a thing. So there's a lot of things, and everyone deals with different things and have different types of things they're dealing with. So the first one I got was Unleash Your Creativity. So I'm thinking that it wants you to think about yourself without limits. Don't limit yourself to things. It's kind of where you have, maybe as a child, you had a parent tell you, you really aren't a great singer, and so you stop singing because your parent said that to you. And maybe that was actually your calling, was to sing, and you just didn't embrace it anymore, and you didn't want to sing because you thought you had a terrible voice. Whereas as your voice grew and changed over the years, it could have gotten better if you would have been given that chance. So it's kind of calling you to focus on that challenge and ask yourself, is this true, or is it someone else's point of view that I adopted, that I let take over? So that's for Unleash Your Creativity. My next one I got was Hole in Your Soul. These are the from Heal Yourself. I grabbed two from each one, so I'm just gonna do them and we're gonna talk about them really quickly. So the hole in the soul is it says your childhood wounds are creating a hole in your soul. So if you can think of some of those childhood wounds, maybe you have felt like you were abandoned, or you had to constantly pick up the pieces of something happening in your family, or you were the one who was always the one who had to be the responsible one. Just things that you had to do, and you held on to those things. So you need to find that and look at that and say, I don't have to be, if you don't want to be that, you don't have to be that anymore. And so, and I think you should just look at it and understand that you're encouraged to become the person you are meant to be, that not what you had to learn and pick up over the years from your childhood. So those are my two from the Heal Yourself. The next is the Dark Soul. My first one that I got was Addicted. And that one's kind of self-explanatory. Are you addicted to something? Did something in your past make you become addicted to something? To drugs, to love, to safety, to pain? I know I had the addiction of security. I did things, I was all about, is that secure? Am I secure? Is this secure? And that was just kind of not being balanced in my root chakra, actually. So everyone has some kind of thing that they get addicted to, or that can come an addiction, and it doesn't have to be drugs. It can be something like security, and nothing's wrong with security, but when you take it to the extreme where you're not doing anything because you think that's going to affect my security, then you're not living the life you need to live, and you're not valuing you're bringing value to your true self. And so my last one is, and I was kind of puzzled by this one. It's Queen of My World. And so I was kind of getting constantly living inside, like you have created this kind of an alter ego, or you created a person inside who's stronger, and basically everything inside is strong and well, but it's not on the outside. So, but you want that, if that inside is strong and positive and is stand out in the perfect way and is the perfect thing, then you want to start bringing what's inside to your outside world too. You want that to reflect out. And so I think it's talking about pulling in that balance of bringing it out, and what you have inside you have this strong, building, that you have structure inside of you, but it needs to spread outward so you can live it in this 3D world as well. So those are just some small little tokens for some shadow work. And like I said, we will get into shadow work next week. I'm going to try to do a couple videos on it and incorporate these cards and anything else that I can think of. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Maybe something else will come up that will resonate with you. And just leave the message if it's not for you. And I should have said that earlier, but I didn't. Forgive me. Have a nice weekend. Bye.